Hi, welcome to Gunji Ashok Java interview coachings and today our topic is REST template. Today we will discuss about REST template. Our concept is today REST template. REST template. I will show you in practically also in STS tool. Okay, REST template it is a class. Why today we will discuss about REST template? Why STAP is more popular because of it will communicating with one application to another application. Because of that one only REST API is more popular. Okay, distribution applications. Distribution application means it will communicate one application to another application. How it is communicating with one application to another applications by using REST template and web client and fan client. Okay. Today we will discuss about mostly in REST template. We will see I will develop provider and REST client also. Before going to REST template, we will discuss. I will tell the definition about what is REST client. Okay, what is REST client? Any program which is capable of sending HTTP request to server is called as REST client. Okay, any program which is capable of sending HTTP request to server is called as REST client. Okay, browser, Postman, Swagger UI. By using Swagger UI also we can send the request HTTP request to server. Then we will get the response. That's why these tools we can call it as a REST client. Okay. What is REST client? Any program which is capable of sending HTTP request to server is called as REST client. Okay. By using these three, we can send HTTP request to server and we will get the response. Okay. Anybody can act as REST. Anybody can act as client to REST API. Okay. Anybody can act as client for REST API. But we need details. Okay, we need to know the documentation of REST API. Then only we can access. Anybody can act as REST client for REST API. Okay, but we need documentation of REST API. Then only we can access. We can develop the REST client. Okay, in Spring Boot we can develop REST client in three ways. In Spring Boot, we can develop REST client in three ways by using REST template. Okay, what is REST template? First of all, what is REST client? Already you know that definition. I will show you one example also here. Here, I will develop. I will write one. I will develop provider and I will develop REST client also. I will develop provider and I will deploy. That is REST API. Okay. Simply we can call it as a provider. I will already written this one provider. Okay. I will develop REST API provider. I will deploy in Heroku. Okay. I will develop REST API provider. I will deploy in Heroku platform and I will develop one REST client. I will develop one REST client. By using REST client, I will send a request to REST API. I will get the response. Okay, this REST API is acting as a consumer. This REST API acting as a provider. Okay, this REST API act as a provider. REST client act as a consumer. By using REST client, we will send the HTTP request to the REST API. We will get the response from REST API. Okay, how to develop REST client by using REST template? Actually, for developing REST template, by using REST template, we can develop REST client. We can develop REST client by using REST template, web client, fan client. Okay, already provider is already developed in real time. In real time, already provider is already available. Suppose this is other application. By already provider is already developed. We need to take details from other application. For communicating with other application with REST API by like REST client, we can use REST template, web client and fan client. But we need API details. API details means in what is the URL name, what is the get type, what is the request type, what is the response type, all those things we need were required. This team will give the data to REST consumer, then only it will be accessed. Okay, here you got the clarity on REST client. I will show you practically also. No issue, don't worry. I will show you the practically also in the code level. I will show you the practically in this video. Don't worry about that. You will get the idea on what is REST client. Okay. In Spring Boot, we can develop REST client in 3 ways. In Spring Boot, we can develop REST client in 3 ways. By using REST template, we can develop REST client. By using REST client means consumer. By using consumer, we can send the request to REST API and we can get the response by using REST client. It is like consumer. This is provider. This is consumer. Okay. How to develop consumer and how to develop REST client by using REST template, web client, and a fan client. Okay. In Spring Boot, we can develop REST client in 3 ways. Okay. In Spring Boot, we can develop why REST API is more popular because of these reason only. It is web application means we can communicate with the application. Distribution application means one application is communicating with another application. Because of this reason only, REST API become very popular. Okay, how to develop REST client by using these things, by using REST template and web client and fin client, we can develop REST client. Okay, I hope we got clarity. Why Spring Boot became more popular because of it is communicating with one application to another application. Okay, how it is communicating one application to another application for developing REST client. For developing REST client, we can develop REST client by using REST template, web client, and fin client. Okay, REST template. REST template is a class. Okay, REST template it is a class. It supports synchronous communication only. REST template it is a class. It supports synchronous communication. It is introduced in Spring 3.x version. It is outdated. Okay, it in on what reason it is outdated, I will tell you. Okay, web client it is an interface. It supports synchronous communication, asynchronous communication. Introduced in Spring 5.x version. Okay, in fin client discussion we will in microservices part we will discuss in coming future videos. Okay, web client it is an interface. It supports synchronous communication, asynchronous communication. It is introduced in Spring 5.x version. Okay, we will see in Google also about REST template. REST template almost outdated because of it supports synchronous communication. If you go to suppose if the project started recently, they will use REST template. They will not use REST template. They will use web client because of REST template supports only synchronous communication and web client supports synchronous communication and asynchronous communication. Okay, in Google also REST template docs. If you go to Spring docs, what they will tell, okay, here it is REST template. REST template it is a class. Okay, package org.springframework.web.client. This REST template class belongs to this package, and here note also there. Here note also there. What they will told as of 5.0, this class is in maintenance mode with only minor requests for changes and bugs to be accepted going forward. Please consider using the org.springframework.web.react.client.web-client, which has a more modern API and supports sync and asynchronous and streaming access. Okay, there are in the future they will plan to remove REST template. Okay, compared to REST template, it is modern. It supports synchronous communication and asynchronous communication. Okay, I hope you got the clarity. REST template. Okay, REST template. Why it is almost outdated, but why I'm teaching about today class in REST template means REST template and web client code is nearly same. REST template and web client code nearly same. If you know about REST template, you can yourself you can teach and you can write the code to web client. Okay, that's why I'm teaching about REST template. REST template and web client both are same. Code also nearly same. If you know about REST client REST template code, you can yourself you can write the web client code. Okay, here REST template. REST template got introduced in 3.x version. REST template got introduced in Spring 3.x version. REST template is a predefined class. REST template is a predefined class. It is introduced in Spring 3.x version. It is part of Spring Boot starter web dependency. If you want to work with this REST template in the pom.xml, you should add Spring Boot starter web dependency. Here start Spring Boot starter web dependency. Okay. Later, it supports for synchronous communication. This is old approach. Okay. It supports for only only only. It supports only synchronous communication. It supports only synchronous communication. This is old approach. Synchronous means after making a request, it will block the thread until get the response. Okay. Synchronous means after making a request, it will block the thread until get the response. Okay. Synchronous means after making a request, it will block the thread until get the response. Here web client. Web client it is a interface. Web client got introduced in Spring 5.x version. Web client is a interface which is a part of Spring Boot starter webflux dependency. If you want to work with web client in the pom.xml, you need to add webflux dependency. Okay, it supports both synchronous and asynchronous communication. It is trending in the market. Okay, why they introduced web client? It supports synchronous communication or asynchronous communication because of that reason only. If our requirement is synchronous, you can use. If your requirement asynchronous also it will support, you can use. It is trending in the market. Okay. Asynchronous means after making a request without waiting for response, it will continue its execution. Okay. Asynchronous means after making a request without waiting for response, it will continue its execution. Okay, now you will confusion what is synchronous communication, what is asynchronous communication. I will teach now. I will explain now. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are threads. Okay. These threads are accessing. Suppose this is one ATM application. Okay. This is one ATM application. You went for ATM for withdrawing the money. Okay. You sent a request for 5,000 amount. You send in the ATM machine. You sent your request for 5,000 amount for withdraw money for purpose. You sent one request for in ATM. Okay. It is first request went to the bank server. Okay. First it will check whether the card is valid or not. If the card is valid or not, it will check the pin is valid or not. Okay. He sent request for withdraw 5,000 money, but in his account only 500 amount is there. Okay. In his account only 500 amount is there. Suppose what is second request is withdraw money. Okay. But in first request still it is progress. While it is in a progress state, suppose if the second request is process is completed for 5,000 amount is withdraw, but in his account to balance only 500 is available. Is this acceptable? It is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. Okay. Here synchronous communication is required. Synchronous communication means second request is depend on first request. Okay. Second request is depends on first request. Without getting the response from the first request, second request will not be processed. Okay. Suppose first request he sent request for 5,000 withdraw money, but in his account only 500 is there. Insufficient funds. In second request, it will not process for withdraw money. Here, because of this, here in this type of requirement, here synchronous communication is required. This is synchronous communication. If the second request is depends on first request, then you can go for synchronous communication. Suppose here requirement is Suppose this is passport website. Here you entered one Aadhaar card. This is passport website. Suppose here you entered one Aadhaar number. After entering Aadhaar number, that information it is sent to the Aadhaar website. It sent the request to the Aadhaar website. Whether the Aadhaar card number is valid or not, it will check. And what is first name, what is the last name, what is the gender, what is the date of birth. All the details it will fetch the data from Aadhaar website. Okay. Later second request is email. After entering the email, it will send to one email ID to your personal email ID. Whether the email is valid or proper belongs to you or not. For it will send one OTP to your personal email ID. Actually here the second request not depends on first request. Here asynchronous communication is required. Okay, here first request is not the second request is not depends on first request. Here asynchronous communication is required. Because of asynchronous communication, application performance will be increased. Execution will be happen very quickly. Okay, user will face happy because of he will get the response very quickly. Here asynchronous communication required. I hope you got clarity on asynchronous communication and synchronous communication. Okay, next. In order to start REST client development, we should know the API details. Suppose provider in providing the data to the consumer. If you want to suppose make my trip actually for booking the IRCT, booking the train ticket owner who is owner IRCT application. But in make my trip also we are booking the train ticket. But for developing all those details from IRCTC, like there are in internal logic, all those details make my trip is required. Like that for REST client development, you should know the API details. API team will provide API documentation to client team using Swagger or maybe other third-party tool, PDF format, any other format. They will send API documentation to the client team by using Swagger or in another way. Okay. Client side team should understand API documentation. Okay. Client side team should understand the API documentation and start development based on documentation. In the documentation, what they will tell what is the URL. If you want to develop a REST client, you should know the URL, and you should know the request method also, whether the request type is get type or post type or put or delete or under method. Request type also you should know. You should know the URL also, and in which format it will take the input, like JSON format, XML format. It will in both format it will support those documentation also. API consumes format. Consumes means it will in which format it will take the data, like JSON format or XML format. Like API produces format. In which format it will send the response, like JSON format, XML format, or any other format. Like input data structure and output data structure. In input data structure means in how many fields it will taking, how many fields it will send the response. Okay, all the details required for developing REST client. Okay, all the details required for developing the REST client. REST client, how to develop REST client by using REST template, web client, and fan client. Okay, API team will provide all these details using Swagger or PDF document or any other format. Okay, now we will look into the program. First, I will develop provider. Okay, first I will develop provider. I will deploy in Heroku application. Later, I will develop consumer. Spring Boot starter project. Create a new Spring Boot starter project. SBIFN provider. PROVIDER provider. Okay. Maven 8 jar Java com.app and click on next button. Versions 2.7.15 Lombok, Spring Boot DevTools, Spring Web. Next finish button. Okay. I am developing provider application and I will deploy in Heroku application. Later I will develop REST client application. I will access REST end by using provider. Okay. I will show you practically. Theory is completed. com.app.controller. I'm taking back a com.app.controller. Taking welcome controller. Welcome controller, finish button. Okay, rest controller. Addition is rest controller. Enter. I'm taking public. Response entity is for sending the custom code purpose. We can use response entity. For sending custom codes purpose, we can use response entity. String get welcome. String s1 is equal double quotes here. Welcome to RestTemplate dot. Okay, return new response entity. Response entity of string here s1 comma http status dot ok semicolon. Okay, I am binding this method with get mapping. I am binding this method with get mapping. Value is equal double quote slash welcome. Get method doesn't contain body. Get method doesn't contain body. Produces is equal double slash. In which format it will send the output? Application slash JSON. Okay. I am binding this method with get mapping. I am developing one post mapping also public. Before that, one binding class also required. Yeah. com.app. Binding person. Class I am taking class person binding. Okay, here private integer id, private string, city. For generating setter getter numbers, I am taking at the rate of data Lombok. Okay, now I am taking here response entity of person. Okay, add person I am taking, and person p is equal new person. Control shift for p dot set city set id. I am taking 500. P dot set name. Set name I am taking Chiranjeevi, my favorite hero. Many people have favorite hero. P dot set city will stay in Hyderabad. DERABAD. HYDERABAD Hyderabad. Okay. Now return new response return new response entity of p comma http status created 201. Enter. Here generic I am taking person. Okay. Person p is equal to, when it is getting this request, it will return person ID 500 Chiranjeevi and city Hyderabad. Okay. I am binding this method with post mapping. I am binding this method with post mapping. Value is equal double quotes add person, comma, post mapping contain body. That's why consumes is equal to application slash JSON, comma, here okay, produces is equal to application slash JSON close brace. Okay, this method I am binding with post mapping, and annotation is slash add person, here also slash welcome, produces application slash JSON close bracket, and value is equal to add person, consumes double quotes application slash JSON and consumes means in which format it will take the input. Okay, produce means it in which format it will send the output. It will support only, if I take this one, it will support only JSON. If I write producer is equal, it will send the response in only JSON only. Okay, now I am running this application, run as Spring Boot application. We should do the control S, save, run as Spring Boot application. Okay, I will test in Postman tool. I am closing all these applications. Close. Okay. In service application properties file, I did not set up a server.port because of by default it will take 8080 port number. Okay. By default it will take 8080 port number. I am testing now. http:// what is welcome URL name? Welcome. What is URL name here? Welcome. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. What is the URL name here? Welcome. Here also welcome. I am sending request. I will get the response. Welcome to RestTemplate. Okay. Similarly, I will test in post here. http:// here add person, body, raw data, and JSON format. Okay. Here we need to take details like ID, name, city. These names only we should take. Other names it will not support. Okay. ID, name, city. Double quotes ID colon like 1001 comma name. Name I am giving here my name. And here colon is there, colon comma city, CITY city colon Ongole. Okay. Double quotes we should give in double quotes. Okay, that is string ONGOLE. If you want, you can give the O capital also. Okay. When I giving this request, what is the output we are expecting here? When we get output in ID is 500 and name is Chiranjeevi and Hyderabad. We will get this response. Okay. 404. Sorry. 404 means this URL is wrong. Add person. Here add product. add person, then we will get the response. ID is 500, name is Chiranjeevi, and city is Hyderabad. Okay. Now we will deploy this application in Heroku Cloud. Okay. Application is here CMD. Sorry. Here inside we should go to the browser. Okay. Provider. I'm taking CMD here. CMD. Heroku login. Enter. Press any key to open up the browser to login or Q to exit. Other than Q, you can press any button. It is redirect to browser. Login to Heroku. Otherwise, simply we can go to the browser and Heroku login. Heroku login and login button. And login. It will ask the authentication. I am opening the mobile and authentication OTP. Heroku 831 958 verify. Okay. In the provider application, I will deploy in Heroku application. Okay. Create new app. Provider. I already make how to deploy in Heroku application. You can watch our video in our channel. Create application. Deploy. This one. And already installed Heroku CLI. We can go to the current project. Already it is in current project. SIM SBI provider. Okay. Later git-init. Git-init. Initialize empty git repository. And the next option is we should give this one. Copy. Paste here. Enter. And later git add dot copy and here. Paste here. Enter. Okay. Git commit and enter here. Git push Heroku master, copy here and enter. Okay, here what is the dependencies required for running the Spring Boot application? It will download. Okay, it will take care of Heroku. What is the for running the Spring Boot application? What are the dependencies required? It will download automatically. Here build is success, compressing almost completed. Released. Yeah, it is completed. Okay, now we can go to here. Open app. What is the URL here? What is the URL here? /welcome. Sorry, here. Oh, you can click on open app and later here. What is the URL /welcome? Now we enter. Welcome to RestTemplate. Okay. You got response. Welcome to RestTemplate. Okay. For sending post request, browser doesn't support post request. Okay. Browser doesn't support post request. It will support only GET request only. I will copy this URL here. Copy this URL. I will test in post request. And what is the URL here? What is the URL here? Add person. Copy and paste here. Okay, body. It will take data in. Simply I will copy here. I am copying. Simply I can copy here. and paste here and send request. I got the response. Okay, I got the response. In simply in guest request also you can check here. Sorry, and copy this URL, paste here. Welcome. I am sending request. Welcome to RestTemplate. Okay, welcome to RestTemplate. Now I will develop a consumer. Now I will develop consumer. Consumer means REST client. File, new, Spring Starter project, SB hyphen, SB hyphen, REST client. Okay, REST. I am developing REST client. Here com.app, packaging type jar, next, Lambak. What is charging is there here, earphones. It is there, okay. Lambak, Spring Boot DevTools, and Spring Web, Spring Bindings version. Okay, these are enough. Next button, finish. REST client. We are developing. Already provider is development is completed. Now we are developing REST client. Okay, expand here. Okay, here. Here I am taking REST template. RT is equal new REST template. Semicolon. RT dot get for entity. What is the URL here? Here, what is the URL here? Copy this one. Here, string. Get URL is equal to semicolon. I am pasting here. Here, get for entity two parameter. One parameter it will take URL. It will take one URL. This parameter it will take a response type. In which format you are expecting response, that format it will take. Okay. Control 1 enter, then we will get the response. And for entity dot get body method. Okay, actually here return type is response entity of string, and for entity dot get we can get body is there, get class is there, get headers, get status code. Sometimes we are not getting proper response, like we will get 400 bad request, and we will send the, if the bad request is don't process, and we will send the for end user the send another message purpose, like that we can use get headers, get status codes, get status code value, like that we can. Now we are get body, semicolon, control 1 enter. Okay, system dot out dot println of body. I am running this application. Welcome to REST template. Okay, actually here it is deployed in cloud platform. Okay, if it is deployed in cloud platform, if this application is actually provider already server is stopped. Okay, provider server is already stopped. If the provider server is already stopped also, it will give the response. Welcome. It will give the response. Okay, already that server is in local system, the server is stopped. That is deployed in cloud platform. That's why it is giving the response. Okay, here also we got the response. Here also we got the response. Welcome to REST template. Similarly, we will develop post for entry also. Like post request or also we will get the response. RT. I will stop the server because of it is sometimes disturbance me. RT dot post for entity. It is taking 3 parameters. One parameter is like string. URL always in string format. String s is equal to like post URL is equal double quotes. What is the URL here for post purpose? Post URL is this one. This is the post URL. Copy this one. Copy here and paste here. You can close this one and I am typing enter. Here it will take URL here. Post URL. Okay. In body it will take a body. There is a post type request contain body. Actually for one binding class is required. Okay. Actually here this is provider now. This is in provider. We take one binding class like ID, name, city. Like that here also consumer also you should take like one binding class is required. Same. com.app binding. Okay, class name person. Because of we should send the data as it is. It is taken private integer ID private string name private string city. For generating setter getter also we should take data annotation. Okay. Now here person p is equal to new person semicolon control shift O. Okay, here p dot set. Actually here we in it is send the response in this format. That's why PID I will take PID is equal to 101. Okay, p dot set city. It will give the response in Hyderabad. That's why I am taking city as a Ongole or Ongole I will take. ONGOLE. Okay, p dot set ID 101 I am sending. Okay, p dot set name. Yeah, I'm using Rajinikanth. Okay, I'm taking Rajinikanth. Okay, I have body. All setting is completed. Here I'm taking body is T. I'm taking here response type. This is response type. Okay, string dot class I'm taking. Okay, here now control 1 enter response type of string we are getting response entity of string. Okay, because of in response type here I am taking response type is string. Okay, here I am taking response type is string. That's why response entity of string I got here response. Okay, generic type why I'm getting string here. Here also response type is string for string I am taking here. Here also response this is URL. This is body. This is response type. Okay, that's why here post for entity of get body I am taking here. Enter. Control 1 enter. Sys out of body 2. BODY body 2. Okay. Now I am running this application. I got the response here also. What is the response ID? 500 Chiranjeevi and Hyderabad. Here also what is the response here? 500 name Chiranjeevi and city Hyderabad. Okay. Here in which format we are getting that data in JSON format. Okay. In which format actually in provider accept I am like producers is equal JSON format. That's why it is taking in JSON format. Suppose I want to Java format. I want object in Java formats. For that, what is here person dot class. Suppose If I take person, here also should be person. Okay, here also it should be person. Okay, in this class already by using data annotation we got the toString method. Already changes are loaded. Okay, server is started. We got the data in Java format. Okay, we got the data in Java format. Previously, consumer in which format it will take the data? JSON format. It will in which format it will say produces is equal to also JSON format. It will send the response in JSON format, but here we got the output in Java format. By default, who converted this all these things Java to JSON, JSON to Java? Here also actually here also I send data in Java format. Okay, I send data in Java format, but provider taking the like consumes like provider. If you go to here yeah, post request consumes, it is accepting only JSON format. Okay, it is accepting only JSON format, but here I am sending the Java format. By default, Java to JSON Spring Boot will take care of conversion. Okay, by default Java to JSON, here also produces, it will send the response in JSON format, but I am expecting here Java object. It will convert to JSON to Java object. Who converted all those things Java to JSON, JSON to Java? Spring Boot will take care of those things. Okay, Spring Boot will take care of Java to JSON, JSON to Java. It will converting Java object to JSON, JSON to Java object. It will take care of Spring Boot will take care of those conversions. Internally, Spring Boot message converter are there. Message converters are will be available. It will take care of converting Java object to JSON, JSON object to Java. I hope you got the clarity. By using this one, we developed provider. We developed REST client. REST client we developed by using REST template. We see get request and post request also. Okay, I hope you got the clarity. If you have any doubts, we can comment in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye. In the next video, we will discuss about web client also. Okay, in the next video, we will discuss about web client. In the web client also, we will see get request and post request and synchronous communication, asynchronous communication. Okay, we seen by actually here by default it will support synchronous communication. In the coming video, we will discuss about web client, how to do the get request, how to do the post request, how to do the synchronous communication, how to do the asynchronous communication. I hope you got the clarity. If you have any doubt, please comment in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.